So it has been a long time since I have been on here, like months. But I wanted to get on here and really talk about getting paid your worth. And this is definitely for the women. We know this is International Women's Day. It's Women History Month. And so I was on the news this morning with WFNY. And so I wanted to get on here and talk about what I shared on there. First and foremost, since you last seen me, I have cut my hair as of yesterday, so that is a new look. But I want to talk about women, the ones who see this, whoever is shared with, how to get paid your value. We all know that women get paid 79 cents for every dollar a man makes, and that's across industries. African American women get paid 69 cents, and Hispanic women get paid 54 cents, which I was not able to share on the air today on the news, but I wanted to share that with you. And so we have to demand our value. One thing that I talked about this morning, the first thing was don't leave money on the table. When you go out and you interview for that first job, whether it's fresh out of high school or fresh out of college, go in knowing what you have to offer to that company and put a money value to that and demand it. If they don't meet it, you just go to another company. Simple as that. If you've been at a job 15 years and it is your annual review time, and so you're coming to the table with your boss and you're really talking about what you have done for the year, what you've done for years, and it's time for a raise, it's time for a promotion, whatever it may be, negotiate that salary, negotiate that promotion. Don't be afraid to do that. If you have evidence and proof to back up that value, don't be afraid to ask for that money. Don't leave that money on the table. It's so not worth it. Many people, whether it's their first job or they're trying to get a promotion or a new job, they tend to be afraid to ask because they might lose out on that job, or they may make their boss mad or ruffle some feathers at that company. Who cares about that? If that's the way you feel, if you're feeling that kind of pressure, then it's something deeper. It's more likely about your money. You may need that job, and that's a bigger issue. And so the same thing I talked about on the news was about getting your money right. Okay, and those that don't know me, I am Janae Adams. So I paid off $50,000 of debt in 2 years. Doing that allowed me to have more freedom in my life, to demand what I needed on my job financially, and to start my own business. So I don't work for corporate America anymore. I work for myself. So you have to get your money right if you want more money. So pay off the debt that you have, get an emergency fund. And so when you come to the table and you demand more money and they don't give it to you, you can take your talent elsewhere. You can find the money elsewhere, because if you're good at what you do, somebody will pay you for it, because guess what? They want to make money. And if you know how to do that, they'll pay you to make sure you do that. Last but not least, pass the information on to other young ladies, other women, so that they can make the right decisions before they even get that first job. If you have a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter, a cousin, a friend who's a female, let them know that they need to know what their industry salary ranges are, and they need to negotiate higher pay when that time comes, and don't be afraid to do that. Let them know that they need to have their money right, so when they demand it and if it's not met, they can move on without feeling any financial stress. Okay, so that is what I talked about on the news this morning. I really talked about how us as women, we have to close that pay gap, but we have to do it. We have to demand it. Nobody's going to demand it for us. No other person is going to go out and get that for us. So we have to get it ourselves. So I just wanted to share that real quickly. If you see this on the replay, make sure to share it with others, especially with other women that you know, so that they can get those tips as well about how to get paid what they're worth, because that is what it's about. And we know this is International Women's Day and Women's History Month. So we have to go for what is ours. If you work hard, if you bring value to people, get paid for that value, whether you're in corporate America or you're an entrepreneur. So thank you all for joining me. Once again, I am Janae Adams, the author of Debt Sucks. I am somebody who paid off $50,000 of debt in 2 years. So I'm able to have the company that I have and demand my value whenever I work at college campuses, corporations, whenever I go and speak. That is what I share with them. I share with the young ladies that are in the audience. Make sure you demand your value and don't leave any money on the table. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you for those who watch this on a replay. Have a good day. Bye-bye.